Hello guys, I'm Shashwat. So we'll start with our video. So this video is about Uttarakhand and its ecosystem. So I'll be explaining about its ecosystem, like how it has grown and how it had its downfall efforts and others. Intro. So Uttarakhand is known for natural environment of the Himalayas, the Babra and Terai regions. It borders the Tibet autonomous region of China to the north, the Sudur Paschim Pradesh of Nepal to the east, the Indian states of Uttar Pradesh to the south, the and Himachal Pradesh to the west and northwest. Uttarakhand lies on the southern slope of the Himalaya range, and the climate and vegetation vary greatly with elevation, from glaciers at the highest elevation to tropical forest at the lower elevation. The highest elevations are covered by ice and bare rock. Due to its unique biodiversity, the state is also home to several rare and endangered species of herbal and aromatic plants. Realizing the immense potential of its resources in the state, the government has declared Uttarakhand as a herbal state. Efforts done. The Chipko movement of Chipko Andolan was a forest conservation movement in India. It began in the 1970s in Uttarakhand, then a part of Uttar Pradesh, and went on to become a rallying point for many future environment movements all over the world. It created a precedent of start non-violent protest in India, and its success meant that the world immediately took notice of the non-violent movement, which was to inspire in time many similar eco groups by helping to slow down the rapid deforestation. Uttarakhand Chief Minister Ramesh Pokhriyal or Nishank on Sunday sought rupees 10,000 crores annual grant from the center for playing important role in conserving and preserving environment. Flora and fauna. So flora is the types of flowers and types of flowers found, and fauna is the types of animals found. Uttarakhand has a diversity of flora and fauna. It has recorded the forest area of 34,666 square kilometer, which constitutes 65% of the total area of the state. Uttarakhand is home to rare species of plants and animals, many of which are protected by sanctuaries and reserves. National parks in Uttarakhand include Jim Corbett National Park, the oldest national park of India, in Nainital and Pauri, Gharwala district and Valley of Flowers National Parks, and Nanda Devi National Park in Chamoli district, which together are a UNESCO World Heritage Site. A number of plants in this valley are internationally threatened, including several that have not been recorded elsewhere in Uttarakhand. Raji National Park in Haridwar, Dehradun and Pauri, Gharwal district, and Govind Pasu Vihar National Park and Gangotri National Park in Uttarkashi district are some of the other protected areas in the state. Leopards are found in the areas that are abandoned in hills, but many also venture in the lowland jungles. Smaller felines include the jungle cat, fishing cat, and the leopard cat. Other mammals include kinds of deer, barking sambar, hog, and chital, sloth, brown and Himalayan black bears, Indian grey mongoose, otters, yellow-throated martens, bahar, Indian pangolins and langur and Rhesus monkey. In the summer, elephants can be seen in herds of several hundred. Marsh crocodiles, gharials, and other reptiles are also found in the region. Local crocodiles were saved from extinction by captive breeding and subsequently released in the Ramaganga River. Several freshwater terrapins and turtles like the Indian sawback turtle, Brahmi river turtle, and Ganges softshell turtle are found in the rivers. Butterflies and birds of the region include red helen, the great agave, common tiger, dander, pale wanderer, jungle babbler, tawny-bellied babbler, great salty woodpecker, red-breasted prakriti, orange-breasted green pigeon, and chestnut-winged cuckoo. In 2011, a rare migratory bird, the bean goose, was also seen in Jim Corbett National Park. A critical endangered bird, last seen in 1876 in the Himalayas. Quail endemic of the western Himalayan states. Evergreen oaks, rhododendrons, and conifers prominent in the hills. Silk cotton tree, Dalbergia sissos, Malmotos philippines, Acacia, Bahina racemos, and Bahina vegetii are some of the other trees of the region. Albizna chenensis, the sweet sticky flower of which are flavored by sloth bear, are also part of the region's flora. A decade-long study by Professor Chandra Prakash Kala concluded the valley of flowers is endowed with 520 species of higher plants, Angiosio, Garmesian, and Petridophysis. Of these, 498 are flowering plants. The park has many species of medicinal plants including Dashitis hirza, Hatigeria, Picosia, Curao, Acutini, Violaceum, Polygantum, Multiflorum, Fritillaria, Rolli, and Fodophyllum, Hexandrum. In summer season of 2016, a large portion of forest in Uttarakhand caught fire and rubbed off ashes during Uttarakhand forest fire incident, which resulted in the damage of forest resources worth billions of rupees and death of 6 people, with hundreds of wild animals died during fires. About 18,000 plant species have been recognized in the state, out of which 1,800 are deemed of medical values. The government-run Herbal Research and Development Institute carries out research and helps conserve medicinal herbs that are found in abundance in the region. Local traditional healers still use herbs in accordance with classical Ayurveda texts for diseases that are usually cured by modern medicines. Status of forest and biodiversity in Uttarakhand. Uttarakhand is a hilly state, thus about 66% of the total geographical area of the state is required to be under forest cover to keep the ecosystem functioning properly. Reveals that forest covers account about 24,442 square kilometers, which is 45.70% of the total geographical area of Uttarakhand. Thus, it can be said that Uttarakhand is far from healthy ecosystem and forest cover. Important improvement of forest cover on an additional 20% geographical area is needed to achieve the threshold of healthy ecosystem, i.e. 66% of the forest cover in a hill state, although it seems far from reach in the near future, since forest cover shows a stagnant improvement in Uttarakhand in the recent past. Uttarakhand, an area of of 23,243 square kilometers was under forest cover, which is for 43.46% of the geographical area of Uttarakhand. It marginally increases to 24,460 square kilometers during the 1997 and 2000, and it declined marginally 18 square kilometers during 2003 and 2005. Loss of forest cover during the said period can be attributed to the rehabilitations of Gujarat's Tehri Dam, oases, and rotational felling of eucalyptus in Haridwar districts. Nainital and Udhanshankar Nagar are also facing the similar trends. Forest cover of Uttarakhand, when compared with India, shows similar trend. Forest cover of India in 1997 was about 33,397 square kilometers, which increased to 6,77,816 square kilometers during 1997 and 2003. Subsequently showed a margin of decline 728 square kilometers during 2003 to 2005. Study revealed that about 7.5% of the geographical area of Uttarakhand is under very dense forest (VDF). We have 27% moderate dense forest and 11.3% under open forest, which are about 16%, 59%, 25% of the total forest cover of Uttarakhand respectively. So this is a comparison of forest cover in India and Uttarakhand. Comparison of forest categories in India and Uttarakhand 2005. Jim Corbett National Park. Jim Corbett National Park is the oldest national park in India and was established in 1936 as Haley National Park to protect the endangered Bengal tiger. It is located in Nainital district and Pauri Garhwala district of Uttarakhand and was named after Jim Corbett, a well-known hunter and naturalist. The park was the first to come under the Project Tiger initiative. The park has sub-Himalayan belt, geographical and ecological characteristics, and eco-tourism destination. It consists 488 different species of plants and a diverse variety of fauna. The increase in tourist activities, among other problems, continue to present a serious challenge to the park's ecological balance. Corbett has been a haunt for tourists and wildlife lovers over a long time. Tourism is only allowed in selected areas of Corbett Tiger Reserve so that people get opportunity to see its landscape and wildlife. In recent years, the number of people coming here has increased dramatically. Presently, every season, more than 70,000 visitors come to the park. Corbett National Park comprises of 520.8 square kilometers area filled river belt, marshy depressions, grasslands, and a large lake. The elevation ranges from 1,300 to 4,000 feet. Winter nights are cold, but the days are bright and sunny. It rains from July. Sorry. Let's continue. It rains from July to September, but dense, moist, deciduous forests mainly consist of sal, hall, peepal, rohini, and mango trees. Forest covers almost 73% of the park. 10% of the area consists of grasslands. It houses 110 tree species, 50 species of mammals, 580 bird species, and 25 reptile species. Jim Corbett National Park. Flora and fauna. A total of 488 different species of plants have been recorded in the park. Tree density inside the reserve is higher in the area of Sal forest and lowest in Angeles acacia forests. Total tree basal cover is greater in Sal dominant areas of woody vegetation, healthy regeneration, and in sapling and seedling layer is occurring in the Malatus philippines, Jamun and Dispyrus dominate communities, but in Sal forests the regeneration of saplings and seedlings is poor. More than 586 species of resident and migratory birds have been categorized, including the crested serpent eagle, blossom-headed parakeet, and red jungle fowl, ancestors of all domestic fowls. 36 species of reptiles, 7 species of amphibians, 7 species of fish, and 36 species of dragonflies have also been recorded. Bengal tigers, although plentiful, are not easy to spot due to the abundance of foliage. Camouflage in the reserve. Thick jungle in the Ramaganga river and plentiful prey make the reserve ideal habitat for the tigers, who are opportunist feeders and prey upon range of animals. The tiger in the park have been known to kill much larger animals such as buffalo and even elephant for food. So if you want to see that a tiger killing an elephant, just go to Wild Karnataka, and there's one clip in which a tiger jumps on an elephant and kills it. The tiger preys upon the larger animals in rare cases of food shortage. There have been incidents of tiger attacking domestic animals in shortage of prey. Leopards are found in hilly areas but may also venture in the lowlands. Small cats including jungle cat, fishing cat and leopard cat, other mammals including barking deer, sambar deer, hawk deer and chital, sloth and Himalayan black bears, Indian grey mongoose, otters, yellow-throated mantarins, Himalayan goral, Indian pangolins and langurs, and rhesus, macaques, owls and nightjars can be heard during the night. In the summer, Indian elephants can be seen in herds of several hundred. The Indian python found in the reserve is a dangerous species capable of killing a cheetal deer. Local crocodiles and gharials were saved from extinction by captive breeding and released in the Ramaganga river. Ecotourism. So the main focus is protection of wildlife. The reserve management has also encouraged ecotourism. In 1993, a training course covering natural history, visitor management and park interpretation was introduced to the trained nature guides. A second course was followed in 1995 where recruited more guides for the same purpose. This also allowed the staff of the reserve previously preoccupied the guidelines and visitors to carry out management activities uninterrupted. Additional, Indian government has organized workshops on ecotourism in Corbett National Park and Gharwals region to ensure that the local citizens profit from tourism while the park remains protected. Patil and Joshi consider summer to be the best season for Indian tourists to visit the park, while recommending to winter months November and January for foreign tourists. So Patil and Joshi said this because they are also a part of the zoo, and they said this because of the Indian travelers who are used to all that hot climate and Foreign tourists mainly they come from Europe and America, and there it is all cold places, so they might be used to the cold weather, or else I don't know for what. Best chance, and according to Riley, these are two brothers with the same name, not from the same mother. Best chances of seeing a tiger to to come late in the dry season, April to mid June, and go out with the mahots and elephants for several days. As early as 1991, Corbett National Park hosted 3,237 tourist vehicles carrying 45,215 visitors during the main tourist season between 15 November and 15 June. This heavy influx of tourists has led to the visible stress signs on the natural ecosystems. Excessive trampling of soil due to the tourist pressure has led to reduction in plant species and also has resulted in soil moisture. Tourists have increasingly used fuel wood for cooking. This is a cause of concern as fuel wood is obtained from nearby forests, resulting in greater pressure on the forest ecosystem of the park. This has caused of concern as this fuel. Additionally, tourists have also caused problems by making noise, littering, and causing disturbance in general. In 2007, the naturalist and photographer Kahin Ghosh Mehta made his first comprehensive travel guide on Corbett National Park. The film Wild Saga of Corbett shows how tourists can contribute to conservation efforts. Thank you.